I have the distinct pleasure of talking with Lamar Odom today. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Good to meet you, man.
You too. I didn't know I was such a big deal.
You know you're a big deal.
Thank you for coming.
No, thanks for coming to Google.
No worries.
You know, I wanted to do this on a basketball court, but we don't have one here at Google. You know, similar to Area 21 with KG.
It's all good.
It's all good, so we'll get through this.
All right.
Lamar, you're a native New Yorker. You're back.
Yeah.
You're back in New York.
Home.
How's it feel?
Feels good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels good to have the book tour.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been watching you this week. GMA, The View, you've been doing the rounds.
Yeah. I'm tired a little bit. You have to excuse me.
All good. So we're going to jump right into it.
All right.
Darkness to Light.
Yeah.
Walk us through the title. We'll start there. Why the title, Darkness to Light?
Well, my grandmother used to always tell me, what's done in the dark is going to come out in the light. So for a long time, I was living in the dark. So I decided to bring it to light.
I love that. And in any memoir, you know, you have the option of going really deep or just telling the story that you choose to tell. And I feel like with this one, at least from what I've read so far, you didn't hold anything back. So why the memoir and why now?
Well, I'm in a point in my life where a lot has come to full circle, and I'm just trying to reach that place of happiness. And writing this book was extremely therapeutic. There's a lot of trauma experience in my life, a lot of things that I haven't even talked about to anyone. So I just decided to, I guess, share it with the world.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the piece about you haven't shared everything with people. I'm guessing that means people that are actually in the memoir themselves. Yeah. The audience here is dying to know about Chloe. But we won't go into that quite yet. I want to actually take a step back, and you mentioned the piece about your grandmother and your childhood here in Queens. Right. You know, a lot of people know about the struggles you've had recently with addiction, but can you speak about the mental health strain that started with your childhood? I mean, I know about your mother and all that.
I think you know, when you're young and you lose someone like your mother, you don't even really know how to express the pain that you're going through. But fortunate enough for me, I had that damn basketball, and that was my escape. And it worked for a little while. And my grandmother, you know, she tried as hard as she could, and it stuck for a little while. But then as time goes, if you don't really, you know, wash it and rinse it away, you don't heal properly. And I think that was my case.
Got it. You said it worked for a while. Working for a while to the tune of 2 NBA championships, a lot of success.
It worked pretty good. It went pretty good.
Olympic bronze in Athens. Yeah. A great NBA career, great professional basketball career. Was that tough for you, though? You know, addiction doesn't just pop up one day. You know, it sometimes just festers, and then it blows up.
I don't know if it was passed down genetically from my father. He was a heroin addict, and you know, he had his struggles. I don't know, it might have been festering. It was strong, though. It was strong. I definitely put drugs and partying and women first for a long time. I was selfish for a long time. And so I'm just trying to give myself up with this book, and hopefully it can inspire people and heal people, make them better, get them better.
It's beautiful.
I know, because a lot of people are scared to get help.
Yeah.
You know, especially I'm a big, strong athlete. You know what I'm saying? Kind of people like look up to you all the time. So, yeah. It was tough, but I have a hold on everything now. I'm sober and sitting here proud in front of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. As an NBA fan,
Thanks.
As a lefty.
Yeah. Oh, you left-handed?
I'm a left-handed basketball player,
Special
so
breed, yeah.
definitely watched your game a lot when I was coming up. So proud that you made this turn.
Thank you.
Speaking of this turn, you know, in years past, people are starting to get to know you more personally through Chloe and Lamar, and you know, of course, the struggles that you had has been relatively public.
Yeah.
If you were to look 5 years in the future, what do you want to be known for this period to then?
Oh, man.
This memoir?
Well, I didn't even talk about my my CBD line that I have coming out.
Okay.
I didn't talk about that. But hopefully, I'm like the king of CBD.
Okay.
And I was able to start a CBD line with the same company, and my daughter has a CBD line under my line. So hopefully we're just, you know, on the cover of Fortune 500.
Okay.
Living life.
You heard it here first.
Happy.
Cover of Fortune 500.
Happy.
All right. Hopefully Google can help with some of that. You know, we do pretty well at promoting people.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. You mentioned your daughter just now. I'm guessing through all of these, you know, through your journey, the relationship with your kids could be a little bit tough. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, I mean, they could probably answer that better than me. But it's so much time missed. You know what I mean? And I can say that shamefully, like even birthdays and parties and graduations. Because, you know, when you're dealing with addiction is a disease. And, you know, you don't choose to have the disease, just like anyone in here wouldn't choose to have cancer. It's a disease, and it's a disease you have to learn to live with. And I'm a testimony to that.
But you chose to fight. You chose to fight against the disease.
Yeah, I have a strong will. Strong will.
What was the driving factor for that?
I don't know. I was asleep. But I guess my kids. They told me after my children visited me and Chloe just left. They said I woke up not too long after that. So I don't know. I guess it's really for them because I'm trying to live for them. I'm trying to stop being selfish.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really work out too well.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we got to talk about Chloe now. All right.
My boo boo.
Your boo?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Always.
That's beautiful. Chloe came there that night, and she was by your side.
Yeah, she's a strong woman, man.
Yeah. Talk about that relationship, and do you still talk to her?
She texted me, I think it was 2 days ago, and she texted me, laugh out loud, because she texted me about one of the stories that I tell in the story.
Which story is this?
When she comes to the hotel.
Oh, please tell us this story.
And I'm trying to save it for the book. But I was in the hotel, I had 2 strippers in the hotel or whatever, and I don't know how they got the word or whatever, but they came to the hotel, and she just pounced on one of the strippers and started.
No.
Yeah. Started giving it to her. But, I mean, her love for me was obviously strong.
Mm-hmm.
Stronger than I ever thought. Because if I was in her place, I don't know if I would have been able to, you know, be by my bedside after I was found unconscious in a brothel. That probably would have been when I wiped my hands. Mm-hmm. But it's just shows the true sign of this true strength of her family, and I don't think they give enough credit for the love and the strength and the admiration that they have for each other. I think that gets looked past upon. Mm-hmm. For some reason. I think every American family can learn something from their family, to be honest with you. And you know, being a part of that family was like was the best part of my adult life, besides having my own children. Mm-hmm. You know, time I'll never forget.
I think you mentioned something really powerful there, which is the relatability of that family. I think sometimes when we see a family of wealth and we might not come from that, or a family that's just, you know, so lavish and so successful, we might not always relate, but there are elements there, the love that we can tie to. So can you speak a little bit more about that?
I mean, they work together and they earn a living together. I mean, if you just think about what Kim's been through with that damn tape, no, seriously. You know, each and every one of them in their own relationships and living these relationships out in the public, it's tough. And the bond that they have is incredible. And I just think everybody in America who has a family can learn from them.
Yep. Tristan Thompson. That was seeing how much love you have for Chloe was probably
it's hard to see her go through that. Because she doesn't deserve that. She was my angel, and I, you know, she's always been an angel to me, and it was hard for me to watch that. But in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Like, you know, maybe to get me closer.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't wish that. You know, she's a mother, and she doesn't deserve that. She's a beautiful woman.
Does that weigh on you at all, that she is a mother and
that
mother to a child that you had?
That I couldn't have children with her? A little bit. But I mean, you know, it's the way of the world. I had children, and that she accepted that weren't ours. So it would be the same way if it was reversed.
Okay. So you have a CBD line. What else do you have going on right now?
CBD line. I did a documentary on ketamine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play basketball in the Big Three.
Okay.
This summer. And then hopefully I can go play in the Philippines. I really love it over there. I think they love me a little bit. So hopefully I can go over there and sign a contract over there and play. I still want to play. I'm only 40. I'll be 40 November 6th.
Okay, yeah. You still got time.
Yeah.
I mean, the Knicks had you for a bit, but I'm sure we'll definitely use you here in New York. No? Wow.
Yeah.
As a Knicks fan, that hurt.
It's a lot of pressure to lose.
Ooh.
I mean, the Knicks haven't been good in years.
I mean, but when you were drafted by the Clippers, which are also a losing team, and you turned them around.
I did turn them around.
So
I was a lot younger and a little bit more spry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can't expect the same Lamar Odom.
Nah, no.
Okay.
It's a young man's game.
Yeah. I was hoping that the darkness to light would also mean the Knicks. Personal hope.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about the current state of the NBA? There's been a lot more focus recently about mental health and really speaking up and speaking out. And you were undercover for a while with what you're going through.
Yeah, I think it's important. You know, especially you got all these young men that are proud, that never want to be looked upon as soft. But you know, if you don't tick right, nothing to work out.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for those guys to step up and try to make a change with that. Because a lot of these guys are different from different places and different areas, but somehow, somewhere along the way, like going through the same thing. And I think if they all get together and just have these conversations, talk, they can even help each other.
Yeah. I've had the pleasure of being there, you know, at the pre-draft portions, and some of those conversations are around like financial literacy. Now they're talking about mental health.
Yeah.
Have you been invited to talk to the young 20-year-old cats that are coming into the league?
No.
No?
No, but if
Would you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could, I probably could definitely write a little something to them to help to affect their lives in the long term or the short term.
There have been a number of people in your circle who have also had, let's call them scandals. Most notably, Kobe Bryant, right? And you played a number of seasons with Kobe in LA. What was that like, kind of being a brother, being a teammate with him, but also, because you were also going through your own thing, right?
Well, being around Kobe, it was an incredible experience. And then, he's been on my mind lately because I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about writing this. When I wrote this book, I'm like, I hope I didn't offend him. And his, his lessons towards me, or just his time that he spent with me. Because when I won the 6th Man of the Year award, that's really a tribute to him. And his teachings, his tutelage, just being around him, absorbing his greatness. Because that award was probably my proudest sports moment. And why? Because I was shooting Chloe and Lamar when I won that 6th Man of the Year award. So I was real proud. Yeah. And like Kobe, to win that award, I had to be selfish, but it was a healthy selfish. To get there. And so Kobe has rubbed off on me in so many ways, so many different aspects of my life. Just when it comes to winning, on and off the court, this motherfucker got an Oscar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what else does need to be said? He's just a great dude.
You won the 6th Man of the Year award. Went to Dallas.
Yeah.
What happened there? I feel like you were the really, pinnacle.
That was a low part of my life.
Yeah.
My cousin just got killed.
Okay.
And so, I can, remember being on the phone with Mark Cuban, letting him know, mentally where I'm at. And then it was the NBA lockout, and we weren't even expected to play. So, you could imagine what I was doing, how I was treating my body. I just really wasn't in a good frame of mind. It was just wasn't meant to be.
And then you played in Spain.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the Philippines as being a possible destination for you.
Yeah, I love the Philippines, man. $100 American is 5,000 pesos. Why not go do what you love and possibly set things up around you to have a great lifestyle.
The great lifestyle for yourself, but what about the next generation? You have kids.
I do.
They don't have any kids yet.
No.
What are you thinking about?
God, no.
I don't want to scare you, but they don't have kids yet.
No.
What are you thinking about for the next generations? At one point you will become a grandfather, God willing. What are you thinking about in terms of the stories that you want to tell to your future grandkids?
Well, hopefully, this is going to be a hell of a story right here for them to start off with. What I'm trying to do is really just, through the CBD line and financial freedom. Education, just kind of like build a legacy.
What is your legacy, though?
My legacy right now is going to start with this book, and hopefully it's continually growing. I tell people I'm about to turn 40 on November 6th, but I'm still learning things about myself. But that's a good thing because my grandmother told me when you stop learning, you stop living. And obviously I defied those odds of death already. So I'm here to learn. So I'm learning about myself every day.
Yeah. You quote your grandmother a lot. I know your mom passed, and then your grandmother passed beginning of your NBA career.
Yeah.
I remember the video when you were drafted. I remember that very vividly. I watched that draft very closely. And she was there with you.
Yeah.
Describe that relationship and how, when she passed, how that affected you.
Oh my God, I was fortunate enough to have two mothers. And how it affected me, I don't know. I'm probably still dealing with it. It's probably still going through things daily. But I mean, I know she's still here with me. Of course, the things that she taught me at a young age, I'm still going through them right now. But like her, like she always said, I try to always have my glasses always half full. Always keep a smile on your face and just keep it pushing. Put Jesus first.
Always. In terms of you're still dealing with, you keep saying that over and over again. You know, as you go through everything, you know, what is your well-being routine like? What are you doing for yourself every day to make sure you're good?
Well, I praise God every day. Tell him thank you. And I don't get high.
That's
you
good.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know, getting high led to irrational decision making. And I realize and know firsthand basis where irrational decision making can lead. And that's not an option. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be around, trying to stick around for a little bit. So I just try to continue to grow spiritually and physically and try to just be the best me. And that's it.
For the person out there who is maybe going through their own journey, you know, with substance abuse, sex addiction, mental health concern, what would you say to them?
Well, make God your best friend, and put your family first. And if you do those two things, I think you can overcome anything. Because that's all I do, and I don't go to no AA meetings or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I'm okay. And if you do those two things, I think you can overcome anything.
Great. We'll end it there. I'm sorry that we can't do any Q&A today, but I hope we got some nuggets from Lamar, and be sure to pick up his memoir, Darkness to Light. You can pick it up here as well as digitally on Google Play. Just want to thank you, Lamar, for coming out to Google today.
No,
really
thank you,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.